Nigel, that looked like an excellent night's work.
Yeah, physically, that's what we're looking for as much as anything, and then the play comes after that. So physically the lads worked very hard. Those who needed 90 minutes got it, and then it was a good performance as well. It's a bit like Saturday, encouraging. I think you can see the signs of how we're trying to play and what we want to do. So it's sort of setting the tone here, hopefully for 10 days' time.
We saw some lovely passing football in large parts tonight.
You sound very surprised.
Not at all. I say it with a great deal of praise.
Yeah, well, we finished the season like that, and the three obviously who get us going are the three in midfield. Maris, Quinn, and Ollie Clark goes through them, and 1 and 2 touch and things like that, and we caused some problems. And I think on another night we'd have probably scored 2 or 3 goals.
Talk about the only goal of the night, George Lapsley converting it. We were perhaps surprised that he started, because he's had a bit of a knock recently, hasn't he? Yeah,
and Rhys Oates got one in training yesterday, so we were 50-50 between the two of them, but Rhys actually collided with Kellen Gordon, which is the reason why he's not involved tonight. So we thought we'd give Laps sort of an hour with his knee, and then bring Rhys on for the last 20 minutes, half an hour. So it worked very well, but either one of them in that position I think would have scored that goal. It's a brilliant ball from Stephen McLaughlin, run from Danny Johnson, and a cut back, and you end up with a tap in. I think just good all-round play.
So much promise heading forward tonight. As you say, could have got a hatful.
Yeah, and Danny could have had a hat-trick himself in the first half. I think we put some great balls into the box, especially Stephen McLaughlin from this left-hand side in the first half, and created chances all throughout the game. And on another night, you do get a few more goals, but one was enough tonight against a young Coventry side. But you can still see their quality. You always, when you play a team a couple of leagues above, even the youngsters have this quality and the movement and everything. So it was a very, very good, I think it was a perfect game for us.
And at the other end, were you as pleased with how you did defensively as you did offensively?
Yeah, we didn't learn an awful lot about Nathan Bishop because he didn't have much to do, but very, very pleased with his concentration, his position, his distribution, all those sorts of things. Absolutely thrilled to have him in the team at last. And defensively, I thought we looked pretty solid. They had 1 or 2 chances throughout the game, which they're going to have. But very pleased. We had a chance to see Elliot Hewitt at right back as well as an option. But we looked pretty solid.
Results in pre-season count for nothing, of course, but how encouraged are you to see your side overcome 2 championship sides?
Yeah, we are. Having lost to Matlock and Grimsby, and then you beat 2 championship sides. That's why pre-season really does count for nothing, apart from the physical side of it and the sort of pattern of how we're trying to play. But a lot of promise there. I hope that we're not one of these teams that would play better against better teams. We've got to deal with all sorts in League 2. So that'll be one of the biggest challenges, I think, the variety of teams that we come up against. We know against good footballing sides we can play, but we've got to deal with the other side as well.
Big night for the supporters this, of course, Nigel. Their first time inside the One Call Stadium since February 2020, and their first time, albeit non-competitively, watching a side under you as their manager. What was your first experience like as the Stags boss in front of the Mansfield faithful?
Well, it was wonderful, because when you walk out before the game, so it was a bit warm in the changing room, so we came out and sat sort of down at the bottom of the stand here, and the noise picked up from there. And to think there's only about 2,500 Stag supporters in tonight, they made an awful lot of noise, and I think all the players surprised them a little bit. Some of them obviously been here longer, but for the new lads who haven't played in front of crowds here, and myself included, it was a lovely feeling.
And finally, for now, just a word on Ryan Stirk, because you brought him in around about 5 hours ago as we speak here. We saw him briefly in the second half tonight. Just tell us a bit about him.
He's a young midfielder, played in the same successful under-23 side at Birmingham as Ryan Burke did. We like them both very much. He played in the Championship at the end of last season for Birmingham, a few games, and Welsh under-21 international, and we think he's got a lot of potential, and he'll give us good competition for those midfield places, because he can play any one of the 3. He can play George Maris's position, Quinn is the way he came on, or Ollie Clark as well. So delighted we've got him on board.
And just for the very latest from you, if you don't mind, in regards to the activity prior to the season start, Just the one more perhaps, and then the jigsaw complete?
Yeah, I think in an ideal world, the defender, we're a little bit light in that area. We've been chasing the centre half. Tom Naylor was obviously the one that we thought we'd got, and he was going to play a centre half for us. But I just think we need a little bit more cover in that area. Not cover, somebody to really challenge. We're always trying to improve the team and the squad, so we certainly won't be bringing somebody in for the sake of it.
And any inquiries for those players whom you've said can go elsewhere?
There's not a lot of interest in Marek at the moment, but we need 3 goalkeepers, so we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. With George Shelby's got a slight thigh problem as well, so Marek's on the bench tonight. And then we've had a bit of an interest from Corey O'Keefe, which hopefully will get followed up this week.
And very finally, you've got base for tomorrow night.
Yeah, all the lads that didn't play tonight, we'll have a run out. James Clark will have a run out, and Jordan Bowery and Tyson Clare, Keaton Ward, Jason Law hopefully will be fit. Ryan Burke will play, and Jimmy Knowles and Nathan Kane. So it's as strong as we can take. Looking to continue the good work.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you.